illegal immigration has been a major factor in the United States for a long time, and still seems to be a growing issue. As stated by Chris Isidore from CNN Money, a senior writer, he says about 85.5 of every 100 new workers are immigrants in this decade. At no time in the last 60 years have we come close to these numbers. But even some would say that the U.S. economy is larger and growing faster due to the supply of legal immigrants. According to the U.S. Census, there's an average of 12 million immigrants in the U.S. Up to date, but only 5 to 6% of them make the U.S. workforce. So this brings me to my claim that illegal immigrants strengthen the economy. My first point is that most Americans believe illegal immigrants tend to take American citizens' jobs. This notion that competition between citizens and illegal immigrants, I believe, is incorrect. The fact is that most illegal immigrants wind up with low-wage jobs. It's estimated that illegal immigrants fill a quarter of agricultural jobs, 17% of which are house cleaning positions, 22% that construction jobs, and 12% for food preparation. As quoted by economist Robert Brusca of Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, if you come to the country with a standard of living that's a lot lower, it looks a great opportunity. So basically what he's saying is that even though they're getting paid not all too great here, it's still better than what they were making back in their home country. Another major factor that strengthens that argument between job competition is the unemployment rate, but it actually shows that for the U.S.-born workers age 25 and older with a high school diploma, the unemployment rate was 5.2 last year, while for foreign-born it was only 4.6. The major factor for this was because illegal immigrants have to keep working to make money, and most of the time they have to move to find jobs. While as for U.S.-born, they benefit from things such as welfare and unemployment checks. My second point brings me to the house market. Many big industries rely on immigrants to keep costs down and keep producing. The Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2005 estimated that 22% of construction workers are foreign-born, which makes about 2.4 million immigrants working in the sector. A quote I got from Jerry Howard, CEO of the National Association of Home Building, described it. He says, if you take 30% of the labor out of any sector, you're going to have a serious impact on the economy. Aside from constructing homes, illegal immigrants also contribute to the house market when purchasing homes. Just like everyone else, they have to pay their taxes, and one other downfall is that since they don't have Social Security or anything like that, they don't get taxes back. My third and final point is that illegal immigrants keep prices down. As stated earlier, illegal immigrants make up a quarter of the agricultural jobs. So basically they're really underpaid. In a study done by the UFW, or United Farm Workers, agriculture jobs they continue to do low-end jobs such as agriculture just because they pay better than their homelands. This benefits the economy because no matter how underpaid these jobs are, productivity will remain constant due to the fact that they need the money as little as it may be. I found this best quoted by comedian Jay Leno. He says, "The good news, Congress is cracking down on illegal immigration. The bad news, a head of lettuce will cost $300 now." In conclusion, I hope that these facts have brought you to the attention just how much illegal immigrants benefit the country. Thank you.
All right, the proposition's clearly identified. There's not really a preview of what the supporting points are going to be. You do label those points as you get to them, but they're not always phrased as declarative sentences, and that's a little bit of a problem. Particularly the second one was not. I also thought that you had what is potentially a fourth point on your argument that got buried in that second point, and that's about the tax ratio and the benefit and use of services, because that's also one of the big criticisms of the illegal immigration is the utilization of services versus the amount of money that they put into the system or take out of the system, and so that probably could be developed as its own point. I thought you did a very good job about citing your sources fairly consistency. You had a diversity of statistical and testimony evidence, a couple of factual pieces of information. You did a nice job talking to the audience, and it was pretty clear what your point of view was at the end of the speech. So, thank you.